What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be attempting to add a 99 overall Ring of Honor player to the No Money Spent squad. I thought I was prepared for this, but I think we made a big mistake. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you are searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So I think I underestimated how much these Ring of Honors cards were going to cost. I sold off a bunch of pieces on my No Money Spent squad last night and this morning in preparation to add some new upgrades and a couple 99 overall inductees, and the market is not doing what I thought it would do, and EA messed us up as well. I'll explain it all in this video, but I think we're in kind of a tough spot and situation here. So let me show you my roster here now, and you're going to notice we're missing a bunch of players at some key positions. We no longer have a center. Our right guard, Nate Davis, is not there, but we can get him back. I'll talk about that in a moment. Wide receiver number 1 is gone. Wide receiver number 2 is gone. All we have left right now is Julio Jones. If we flip over to the defense, we're missing a starting right outside linebacker, though Carl Banks is a backup and we can always plug him in there. And we have no CB number 1 anymore. So I was going to replace all of these roster spots with brand new 98 and 99 overall Ring of Honor players. And the goal here was to complete 2 of the 99 overall sets, and by doing so, I would get 4 98s as well. And I, didn't think that I would have to spend as much as I'm going to have to spend if I want to do that now. And we really only have about 2.2 million coins that we're allowed to spend. Again, if you haven't been watching this video series, we have about 5 million coins that we obtained from the glitched LTD packs, but being that we want to keep it a true No Money Spent squad, we're not going to spend those coins that we obtained from it. So I sold off a bunch of the players. We got an invalid lineup here. I couldn't even play solos and grind anything if I wanted to. And, keeping the true style of this video, I want to show you everything that we've done. So here are all of the cards that we sold, assuming that EA kept them right there, and they didn't. So we sold the Marquise Pouncey for 405K. He was an LTD. Let me go into my notifications here because that's the only place now that you're going to be able to see all of the prices listed for the cards that we sold. But as you can see here, we sold the Pouncey for 405. We sold a Kyer Elam, who was CB number 1, for 300K. And then we sold Christian Watson also for 300K. And the goal here, like I said, was to build out a couple of these 99 overall Ring of Honor sets and get 99s and 98s to plug in those roster spots. Well, part of the problem here is that we underestimated how much these were going to cost. I figured to complete a 99 overall set, it was going to be somewhere between like maybe 1.2 and 1.3 million, but in return, by doing so, like I said, you get a 99 and 2 98s. Great way to build up your roster. The problem is, if you take a look at these 98s, they are almost going for 1 million coins each. So you can do the math here. To build out a 99 set, you're looking at just short of 2 million coins to do one of them, and we really only have a little bit above 2 million coins to spend. So we're not going to be able to do 2 of these sets like we actually anticipated, and that's going to leave those roster holes there with no brand new players to replace them. The other problem here is that I want to give you the specifics on what we were going to do. We were going to do Lawrence Taylor and Randy Moss, okay? And then I would get 4 98s. This is what the set description looked like earlier if you completed any of these 99s. I took a screenshot from the video on my main channel, and if you read it here, so this is specifically for Deion Sanders, exchange 198 overall Darren Woodson or 198 overall Jerry Rice, and then in return, you would get 199 overall Deion Sanders. And that last sentence is key. Your choice of 2 times 98 overall B&D players. So one more time, the goal was to get Lawrence Taylor, to get Randy Moss, and then my choice, going by this description, of any 498s that I wanted. And I was going to go with Will Shields, which is a right guard. That would solve that problem. We were going to go with Kevin Glover, which is a center. He would replace Marquise Pouncey. And the other 2 98s would have been Perry Williams, which is a cornerback. He would have filled in for Kyer Elam. And the fourth one, I was going to go between Jerry Rice and Herman Moore because we need two new wide receivers. One of them would be Randy Moss. The other would be either Jerry Rice or Herman Moore. But now the problem here is that if you take a look at the description on these 99 overall Ring of Honor inductee sets, EA changed the description. So they messed up, right? And instead of fixing the pack and letting us pick any two 98s of our choice, it now says that, you know, for this one, Randy Moss specifically, let me go over to Deion Sanders because we use that in our original example. It'll translate well. It now says that you would either get your choice of Darren Woodson or Jerry Rice, and then 198 overall out of all of them, your choice. So with what I wanted to do, this new setup on these 99 overall sets is not going to allow me to do that. Now, there is maybe a route that we can take, and instead of getting like a Perry Williams, we're going to have to go Asante Samuel, but we can't get like Jerry Rice or Herman Moore anymore because we didn't plan on doing the Deion Sanders set or the Barry Sanders set, and those are the two cards, like, you know, that we could get back or that are our position of need. So we're kind of screwed there, and I'm gonna have to figure out my way and what I want to do. In the set that I wanted to do more than anything, which is Randy Moss, well, it gives you either Randall Cunningham, which we don't really want, or Asante Samuel, who can be that cornerback that we need to fill that spot on our roster. But I really wanted to try out the Perry Williams set. And, you know, obviously the other thing here is that we don't have enough coins to do both of these sets. So we're going to have to get creative here and kind of build back our roster. I'm still going to go out and get this Randy Moss set. One other thing that I want to do, and I'm probably going to do here, just to point out, right, is that these 98s are roughly, we're just going to say about 980K to do, right? So to get a 98, we could spend 980K, and we'd have to buy two of them, and that would help us complete the set right there. Another way to get these 98s is completing these sets right here, and you can do whatever one you want for each player. So if we wanted to do the Randy Moss supporting player fantasy pack, to build out one of those two 98s we would need three 96s. And if you take a look at the 96s, and the prices have been fluctuating, but you can essentially find these for like 315K, 330K. So if you do the math in your head here, right, buying three of these, we'll just say at 330K, is going to total 990. And spending that 990 to get a 98 is a little bit more than spending 970 if just buying it off the auction house. But, you know, with these being at 315, it would be cheaper in that route. And the other thing to keep in mind, and this has been somewhat of a coin making method for people this morning and this afternoon, is that completing this set where you put three 96s in there to get a 98 of your choice, you also get the three 96s back in return as B&D, which means we can quick sell those and get some training back. So this seems to be the smarter route to build out the 98s rather than buying them off the auction house. We're going to build out two 98s, which should save us some coin just, you know, trying to snipe out 96s and get them between 300 to 315K. But not only that, we're going to get a good amount of training in return. If I do it twice, I think we'll get somewhere around 160,000 training. Add that to the 47K training we have right now, we'll be looking at about 200,000 training. We're still going to be short of trying to do two of these sets. And when I say two of these, I mean 299 overalls. But, you know, route number one that we're going to take in this video, I'm going to go out and try to buy a bunch of these 96s, build two 98s, and then get Randy Moss done. So we bought our 6 96 overalls, 3 for 198, 3 for a second 98, and those two 98s will equal a 99. If you add up the pricing on all of these 96s that we purchased, and you can see it on your screen, it would amount to 1,921,000 coins. And remember, 98s right off of the auction house were on average about 970K. So if I bought two 98s at 970K, that would be 1,940 coins. So we actually saved 19,000 coins by buying these 6 96 overalls. And remember, as I said, completing these 98 overall supporting player fantasy pack sets, not only did they give me the 98 that we're going to need, and we got them done for cheaper than buying them outright, but in return, another thing that I failed to mention is it's going to help us knock out objectives. And within the Season 4 Field Pass, there's a few objectives that say complete so many Ring of Honor sets you get XP, so that's going to kind of help there, and that was unintentional. I didn't really mean to do that, but also, not only do we get the 98 overall card that we need, and we'll just go ahead and pick Asante Samuel, but also we get any 3 of these 96s back in return as B&D, and we don't necessarily need any of them right now, so we can go ahead and just quick sell these cards, and we're going to get an 82,500 training for quick selling those 396s. We get to do that set one more time, so we're going to have over 200,000 training in our pocket, and the 298s that we need to complete the 99 overall Randy Moss set. So we did the set a second time to get our second 98, and we get to quick sell 3 more 96s. There we're at 212,000 training. We got the 298s that we need, and we can go in and complete the Randy Moss set. But as I said and explained a few times in this video, this is where we're in a bit of a pickle. Never mind the fact that we're not able to get 299s as we originally anticipated, but now we have to pick either Randall or Asante. I don't need a quarterback on this team at all, so we're going to go ahead and take the Randy Moss, obviously, but the choice out of these 2 players has to go with Asante, which isn't a bad card, but I was looking for a cornerback with a little bit more height, being that we got rid of 6'2" Khair Elam, so we may have to shuffle our roster around a little bit and maybe move Aqib Talib to outside cornerback and then put Asante Samuel in as a slot cornerback. Now, we do get our choice of any other 98, and this is where I'm probably going to go with Kevin Glover because we really need a center upgrade here. Will Shields would be a nice right guard upgrade, but at least we still have that Nate Davis competitive card that we can put back in our lineup. So we're going to go Kevin Glover, and the 298s that we got back in return are B&D. And, you know, I don't know how much they actually quick sell for. I don't want to mistakenly do it, but I would imagine it's not a ton, right? 57,000 training, not a great amount. So at least Kevin Glover, this is probably going to be, unless we get a really good free option at center, this is probably going to be our center for the duration of the year now. So we shuffled around our lineup, added some players back to the team that I probably thought were going to be, you know, off the squad with Nate Davis and this 96 overall Megatron from Season 4. We need a wide receiver number 2 very, very badly. We only have about 267,000 coins now after these upgrades, but Kevin Glover, 99 overall center there. Nate Davis is back on the squad. Randy Moss is going to be wide receiver number 1, route tech, deep out elite, and short out elite for a total of 1 AP is definitely huge. And then on defense, we had to go back to Carl Banks. Still a goal here to get LT at right outside linebacker. Aqib Talib moved to the outside. Asante Samuel is going to be CB number 3. And that's how the defense is going to be configured. I do want to show you the specialist screen, because if you tuned into yesterday's video, we added Kyle Hamilton as a free card. He's going to be sub linebacker number 2. So basically, when I play dollar, it's going to be Kirby Joseph and Kyle Hamilton in the boxes, like my users or my linebackers. And then my up top, my high safeties will still be Jesse Bates and Derwin James. We still have this Tariq Woolen, but he's not really going to be on the field other than special teams and kickoff returns, things like that. So I think we made the best of our situation here. We do have a good amount of training to spend, and we just at this point got to build the coins back up here. I still want to go out and get Lawrence Taylor and get 2 more of these 98 overall cards, but we got to get ourselves back to like 2 million or wait and see if these prices go down. We'll continue to stack our coins, stack training, earn free content, and we'll be back with another video very soon, likely opening up a bunch of more free packs and eventually spending this training on the training variety pack to try to convert it over to coins, or maybe we hang on to it for the Easter promo. Haven't decided yet, but there is the squad with the upgrades, and hopefully they play well for us, because that's a lot of coin that we sunk into basically 3 players. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another video. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.